2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the Raptors starting five. Barrett is the three, and Barnes will play the four. Fred VanVleet out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the two stars for LA, on the floor. They're the three and the five. Stephen Curry is out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Durant in at the power forward. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Now, here is James. Outside Curry, 6 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. To the middle. Here's Sabonis. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on LeBron James. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with the executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Now here's Hero. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. VanVleet against Bryant. Pass to Durant. Takes the three. Rebound by VanVleet. Barnes with it, now guarded by Bryant. Barnes passes to Hero. And again, no good by Toronto. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Allie, thank you. Outside Curry. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Hero, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Hero. Here's the three. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Pass to Curry. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's bandstand time. Get ready to dance like everyone is watching.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Barrett. Van Vliet outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Now here's Sabonis. Picked by Sabonis. Hero for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. The Lakers trail. Here's James, and the layup falls.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Pass to Barnes. Now Sabonis. Checked by Davis. Fade away. Sabonis can't hit.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Here's Durant. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Now here's Barrett. No points so far. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Barnes. Hero on the wing. Fires from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Hey, I think that green light they've given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Raptors trail by 4. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The 3, Barrett hits the trifecta.
You gotta like the quick decision making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Getting ready for the Lakers. Leonard's checked in for Kevin Durant. Paul George comes in for James. Harden, he's checked in for Bryant. And Irving is subbed in for Stephen Curry. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Jones, he's checked in for Barnes. Grimes comes in for Barrett. Thomas, he's checked in for Van Vliet. And Daniels is subbed in for Hero. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, George. Rebound, Toronto. Thomas outside. Pass to Daniels. Outside Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Grimes. George defending. Grimes' shot is off. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden into the lane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Irving Herb Jones picks one up.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harden.
The scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Toronto. Hero comes in for Grimes. Harden hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Thomas against George. Thomas misses.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
James deciding where to go with it. And again, the Lakers no good. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's Los Angeles up 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Now Hero. So for the Raptors right now. Herb Jones out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Thomas in at the 3. Here's Daniels. Zubac with a screen on George. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Hero for 3. They get the rebound. Zubac. Outside Jones. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Now here's Hero. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Thomas against George, and out of bounds. The Lakers will take it. And Irving has got the ball here for the Lakers. James, a screen on Hero. Irving, the pass to James. Kicks it to George. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Here's Daniels. He's scoreless. Hero for 3. Rebounded by LeBron.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Harden. It's a 3-point game. James passes to Irving. Steps back and fires. And the shot no good. A bit short. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's a floater. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And just superb concentration from the crafty guard. Hero taking the contact like a champ.
Durant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Stephen Curry comes in for Harden. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Van Vliet comes in for Daniels. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up, Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, BA. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you. Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes now for the Lakers. Davis comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bryant in for Irving. Sabonis, he's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Thomas. Van Vliet on the wing. Outside Barnes. Van Vliet against Bryant. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Shoots over Bryant. And again, Toronto no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Durant with a screen on Hero. And here's Curry for three. Barnes with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the basket is good. Barnes has got his first 2 points.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Now here's Hero. He has 6. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Down low. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for James. The Raptors also with a sub. Daniels is checked in. Here's Barnes.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Van Vliet outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Barrett. Right wing. Here's Sabonis. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And he lobs it up top. It's intercepted. Here's Daniels. Still without a bucket. Barnes, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
From deep, inside, outside, all levels. Kobe can flat out get it done.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Van Vliet. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in his game.
Leonard outside. Bryant outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Durant surveying the D to the inside. Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Van Vliet outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. Gets it off. The shot won't fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Raptors trail by 3. LeBron and Davis, the 2 stars for LA, on the floor. They're the 3 and the 5. Kobe Bryant is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Durant in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Barrett can't hit. Los Angeles shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, LeBron James. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Hero, the pass to Sabonis. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here we go. Pass to James. Outside Durant. James, a screen on Barnes. Durant. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Barnes. And Durant with the block.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. That's going to send Anthony Davis to the line. It goes on Fred VanVleet.
Second team foul. At the line for 1, Anthony Davis.
You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. VanVleet outside. Pass to Barrett. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And again, no good by Toronto. Van Vliet against Durant. Over Van Vliet. Ooh, Durant takes the contact and puts it in.
The defender all over Durant, and he still gets it to go. Well done.
Van Vliet outside. James against Barrett. Outside Barnes. They need this. And again, Toronto, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Durant. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Outside Barnes. Hero outside. Barrett against James. Sabonis with a screen on James. Floats one up. Barrett can't hit. Now Los Angeles with it. Right now on a 9-0 run. Here's Durant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bryant. Thomas, he's checked in for Toronto. Good on the second one.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep. The touch at the rim. Excellent handle. 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Thomas against James. Hero outside. And here's Thomas from the arc. Drains the triple. Thomas has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Pass to Curry. The teardrop. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for Los Angeles, Stephen Curry taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
And so Curry nails both of them. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Hero outside. Lets it fly. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Hero's got 8.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Curry. He's got 7. Davis, that's good.
Smart move from the big man to get rid of it there. The defense was closing. Davis let it go.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. A 12-point game. The 3 from Barnes. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Outside Irving. A minute and a half left in the third. Here's James. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. James has got 4 points this quarter.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Curry against Van Vliet. Sabonis with a screen on Curry. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Counted from distance. 7 points in the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Outside Durant. Shoots from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Raptors trail by 10. Van Vliet, the pass to Sabonis. Van Vliet against Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell. George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Thomas passes to Sabonis. Van Vliet up top. He's guarded by Irving. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Throws it up high. Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 12. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Let's hear it, fans.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Los Angeles leading by 12. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Cam Thomas. Ivica Zubac's out there with Herb Jones. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Pass to Hero. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. The Lakers shooting pretty well at 45%. Irving with it. Inside. Kicks it to George. From behind the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Thomas outside. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Ooh, nice D from George. Here's Harden outside for Irving. Toronto grabs the miss. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Thomas misses.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Harden from outside. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thomas passes to Jones. Hero for 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
The Raptors have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Daniels passes to Jones. Now here's Hero. Thomas finds Hero. James with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists in the game. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Thomas. And no good. The dry spell continues. The Lakers lead by 19. Irving up top. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by Daniels.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Hero. The 3. Buries it from 3.
They're just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
It's time for bench. If you see yourself in the big screen, then you know what.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Just an effective weapon for them on the inside tonight. He was such a reliable option for them on offense with his muscling his way to the basket from the low block.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. And here's Curry for 3. Knocks down the triple.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Hero, the pass to Barrett. The floater. Excellent D there from Bryant. Los Angeles leading by 19. And here's Curry. James outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's James with the jam.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Van Vliet outside. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth. Barnes against Durant. Back to Hero. 4-3. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Jones, the pass to Daniels. Here's Grimes. 5 on the clock. And a nice finish on the layup. Grimes has got his first points of the game.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Anthony Davis.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Count the basket.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
It's George on the wing. Over Jones. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Grimes. There's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard outside. To the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Paul George.
That's good from George. Both shots good from the strike. Here's Daniels. So it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. What changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
It helps when the shots actually go in. Shooters got to keep shooting. Thanks, Kawhi.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.